Hey there, neighbors. Welcome back to the channel. This is Anarchy in the 603, and you're in for another postcard from your friendly neighborhood anarchist. Absolutely nobody's favorite. Production quality free content delivered straight from my dome. Unedited right to you wherever you are, from wherever I'm sitting. And right now we're in my backyard. So, y'all voted for this? Like, I've been asking myself this question for a while now. Like, you voted for a Nazi saluting oligarch to have his hands in the treasury and potentially be affecting the Social Security and Medicaid payments for millions of people. That's what you voted for? You voted for the CDC to have a gag order when we're in the middle of bird flu epidemic that's rapidly spreading and driving up the cost of eggs that y'all talked about that were so important? That's what y'all voted for? I mean, I'm just some bitch in my backyard, so I mean, fuck listening to me, but I mean, think about your grandma, dude. Think about your mom or dad or whoever it is in your family that depends on the lower prices and the lower medication payments that Biden had signed into order. Think about your grandparents struggling to buy heat later on because we're in an emergency, an energy emergency, but now we've got 10% tariffs on everything coming down from Canada, including energy oil imports from there. Y'all voted for that. People have died in air collisions, air crashes over the last week. And instead of investigating, instead of acknowledging the tragedy of these deaths, like actually giving a shit about the people that died, we are blaming DEI because, and it turns out that first it was reported that there's a transgender pilot, but, that wasn't the case. This person's very much alive. I don't know how a crash with no survivors, literally no survivors, would result in a very much alive pilot getting harassed online, but there we are. And now we find out that one of the crew members was a top 20% cadet in her class. You're gonna start telling me now that the standards were lowered for this person? Top 20%. Like, it's funny, DEI never seems to come into question when it's somebody playing basketball or football or, dancing or rapping for you. But DEI comes into question whenever it's not a white dude in the chair, despite the fact that white dudes in the seat of power have resulted in how many disasters over the course of the decades. Like, let's fucking turn this around. For every single disaster that was helmed by a woman, how many disasters have been helmed by men? Answer me that. I'll wait. But you're not going to answer me. That's the thing. For one, nobody watches this shit. And for two, even still, because I'm fucking right. I'm fucking right. I have a grandfather who got shot in the chest at the Battle of Normandy, fighting against these assholes. And now you're letting a non-elected official just fuck around in the U.S. Treasury with absolutely no oversight. This guy's got a massive ketamine addiction. And I mean, hey, I'm certainly not one to be hypocritical about drug use, all right? Like, I mean, we all got our medications, but, this guy has government contracts, billions of dollars, trillions of dollars in government contracts, right? And he couldn't even possibly pass a security clearance if one was actually applied to him, given all of his foreign ties, given his known drug use, all of that. And y'all don't give a shit. Law and order my ass. Law and Order Party, my yellow Asian, born here, citizen, New Hampshire native ass. I'm sure there are plenty of people who would want to get rid of me. I'm yellow. I have an accent, but I was born here, fuckers. And to a fucking U.S. native and a woman who was naturalized before I was born. And there ain't shit you can do about me, and I am not leaving. I am not leaving, and as long as I have a voice, I'm going to keep talking because I'm fucking over this. I am pissed. I am disgusted that y'all voted for this. And those of you that stayed home inadvertently, y'all voted for this too. You voted by your inaction. Inaction is also a choice. Y'all knew it was coming. They fucking said it right out loud. But here you are. Just what? Sitting at home, watching Netflix while the world burns? You don't need to watch Squid Game. It's happening in real life. Step outside. But that's the problem. Too many of you people online didn't ever step the fuck outside to do something about this. And now we are here. And now we have millions of Americans wondering what the fuck is going to happen next. Well, I can tell you what's going to happen next. The pillaging, the further pillaging of our country, while so many people sit there and try to convince themselves that they did the right thing. I can see the desperation in some of y'all's eyes trying to fucking rationalize this shit. You know, any military veterans out there, rationalize to me how Pete Hegseth is qualified to lead the Department of Defense. I'll wait. But while I wait, the snow is going to start accumulating on my ass, so I'm going to shut up now anyway, but seriously, tell me, the hell did you vote for? If you voted for this, if you voted for actual overt Nazi takeover, oligarch takeover, fucking pillaging of our country, fucking let me know. Let me know. Stand on business and tell me exactly why you voted for this chaos. Tell me exactly why you voted to have some foreigner who, has trillions of dollars in fucking U.S. contracts, getting his fingers in on the treasury. Y'all are so xenophobic. Tell me why you voted for that. Because that's what you asked for, and that's what you got. Anyway, fuck this. It's cold out. I'm gone. It's Anarchy of the 603 out.